Welcome back to the O Show. The crypto markets are dumping. We didn't get the special announcement we were supposed to get yesterday, but things are slowly progressing. I'm WendyO. I talk everything crypto every single day. I'm going to tell you what to expect this week, what we can maybe think about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is still doing pretty well despite the tiny dip. And yes, I know I'm streaming a little bit early this morning because today's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be on Newsmax later today. I'm excited. Watch me over there. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into it because there's a lot of news to cover. And again, you guys, before we get into all the news and crypto stuff and whatnot, I am telling you, this crypto market is moving based on geopolitical news. It is based on the tariffs and the trade and what is happening. It doesn't matter really at this point what type of news happens until we get these crypto spot ETFs approved. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Good morning to Mr. R. Good morning to YouTube. Good morning to Twitch, to TikTok, to Rumble, to everybody watching. But let's go ahead and get into it because the market's kind of meh. And you guys have to remember, yesterday was the Trump memecoin top 250 holder private dinner with President Trump, or meet and greet, whatever it is. Justin Sun was out there living his best life, just like, I'm the top holder, blah, 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 blah. And you know, Mr. Announcement of Announcement, right? He's got to get in with these guys. So I absolutely love that for him. It was amazing. Cool to see. But unfortunately, there wasn't a very big announcement, and people were speculating that there was going to be an announcement, which sucks. But at the same time, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and talk about what happened with Mr. Trump. So yesterday he had posted, was it this? No. Oh yeah. He posted this on True Social, headed to the crypto dinner in London County, Virginia in a little while. The USA is dominating in crypto, Bitcoin, etc. And we are going to keep it that way. Unfortunately, this was posted before the crypto dinner. And allegedly, according to some of the people that attended the event, this is what was reported. Two attendees of Trump's VIP crypto reception dinner last night shared that while the food was good, they were disappointed by the lack of meaningful interaction with the president. They had hoped for more access and perhaps even a Q&A session for the top wallet holders. But instead, the speech was essentially a reiteration of the U.S.'s goals to become the global leader in crypto. He gave a few remarks and left. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you guys. This is the president of the United States of America. I don't care if it's Biden. I don't care if it's Trump. I don't care if it's Obama. I don't care who it is. He kept all the promises that he made. He says, we're going to do a strategic reserve. We're going to get regulation. We're going to get, we're going to make America the Bitcoin crypto capital of the world. We're going to keep crypto here mining, yada, yada, yada. He did all of those things. Okay. He made promises. He kept those promises. And what he did by keeping those promises, he went ahead and delegated those tasks to other people, to people in administration. We have pro crypto CFTC, SEC, Congress, you name it. Currently working on a stablecoin bill, which I'll talk more about later because y'all know how I feel about that. So everything he promised, and he freed Ross too, which Ross is going to be over at Bitcoin 2025. If you're not going to be at Bitcoin 2025 and you want to go, you better get your ticket now. All the whale passes are gone. If you use code WendyO, you save 10%. I pinned it in the chat. It is in the description, but it's going to be a fun event. I'm going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Come hang out, network, do all the things. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, he basically delegated all his tasks to everybody else. Great, fine, fantastic. And we do have JD Vance speaking at Bitcoin 2025, I believe on the 28th. And it is rumored that there may be an announcement with that. So mark your calendars with that. I don't know. But again, you guys, he went and he did his meet and greet at the dinner. And I think right now we're not going to get any type. Shout out to Tom Crown. Tom Crown will see us there in Vegas. But I don't think we're going to get any big announcements. Like until we actually, I think once the Genius Act gets approved, we'll get a big announcement then. But until then, meh. Yeah, exactly. Tom Chapow. We're also going to talk about the banks and the stable coins and everything that's going on with that because that's a mess. But anyways, that's what happened. People are upset. People are not happy. I get it. But at the same time, a lot of you are impatient. You got to wait till the crypto ETFs drop. Now, this is the type of news that is impacting the market. Trump says a 50% tariff on the European Union will begin June 1st. The war is back. Then another thing that came out, the U.S. Treasury Secretary says more trade deals will be announced within the 90-day tariff delay period. The 10-year note yield is back to 4.5% on these headlines. Someone tell Bessie he's supposed to wait for 4% 10-year before the next trade deal. They got to make a deal. They don't have a choice. They have to make a deal at this point. They literally have to make a deal. They don't have a choice. Inflation is high. Interest rates are high. Cost of living is too damn high. Nobody's getting raises. It is an absolute mess. So they're going to have to do something. So again, allegedly, the markets are dropping a bit and reacting negatively to this news. However, there was also a post announced from Watcher Guru. It's right here. Sorry. U.S. and India new trade deal could be announced within 7 to 10 days. So we're getting, like right now with this whole trade thing that's happening right now, you guys, it's going to be volatile until we get things done. Okay. There's a lot of things that need to be done. And even though crypto is a priority, Bitcoin is a priority, the American people and our livelihood is a lot more important. Okay. Trump made all his promises there. Do I want the number to go up? Yes. Do we need to be patient? Yes. So let's go ahead and do a quick market overview because we need to see what's happening. Right now, Trump is down 14.2%, which makes 100% sense because the meet and greet dinner didn't go as inspected. Forum is up, virtual is up, Bonk is up, Jupe is up, and a few others. Hype is hyping right now. Now, we do take a look at the Bitcoin the charts. We're going to do a quick market update because, again, you guys, girls got to go. I got to get my nails done, all kinds of stuff. I got to get ready for Vegas. Bitcoin's finally starting to pull back. We hit a high of $11,000, which was the all-time high. And now we kissed back to support. We're currently trying to hold on to previous all-time high, which is now a support. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my God. I should drink this. Chicken bone broth and matcha green tea. Okay. And then we even got a swing. We'll go to $107,000. If you take a look at MarketCypher, we're a little bit overbought, okay? We're a little bit overbought over here. Not looking too great, not looking too wonderful, fantastic. But that's expected. We hit all-time high, plus we got some negative trade war news, which nobody wants to hear right now, so it totally makes sense why markets are dropping. Now, we take a look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour kind of popped off at this area over here. Again, we didn't touch exactly, but we kind of popped off. And yes, this is a different chart. So what I want to see happen with Bitcoin, I just want to see a sustain. I just want to see a sustain above the red line, okay? This red 109,000, which is historic all-time high. Need to see a sustain above that. If not, that's fine. We'll probably trade back between about 106 and about 109. Fine with me. I don't mind at all. Ethereum also dropped as well. We actually started pumping yesterday. We hit a high of $2,700 and now we're currently trading at $2,500. So even though we do have a green dot on MarketCypher, doesn't mean the market will sustain right now because of all the negative announcements with the tariffs. And again, this market, you want to pay attention to geopolitical news. That's how you'll win. Now, taking a look at Solana, Solana tried to flip above the local high of like 185, wasn't able to do it. We did get 187. It still looks a little bit bullish. So we still have time in the day for everything to rebound. It really kind of depends on Bitcoin. And now, despite all the SUI drama, SUI dropped we broke down below resistance. Now it is, or was support, now resistance. And we hit a swing with go 353 and 362. We'll talk a little bit about SUI soon. And remember, I told you people are going to start saying SUI is not decentralized. That argument is starting to come up again. I'm not saying if it's decentralized or not. That's just what's happening all over crypto Twitter. So SUI might go through a little bit of a rough period because of the hack on the LP on the DEX. Now, XRP is just doing its thing. We're just ranging and going sideways. I promise I'll redo this chart for you. Again, we need to really sustain 240 and continue to climb up. But right now, I'm going to anticipate for 221 to about 261. Now, Chainlink is also going a little bit down too, trading between 1474 and 1736. Cardano, ADA, let's see what's going on. She's above 77 cents. Wonderful, fine, fantastic. And HBAR. HBAR started to slip below, supported about 20 cents, and we're just kind of, we're holding on over here. But again, we're creating really nice areas of support and resistance, and this kind of makes sense with what is happening in the market, okay? Now, let's get into some more news. This is from Bitcoin Magazine. 12 billion Bitwise predicts nation states and institutions own 4,269,000 Bitcoin, worth around 426.9 billion by the end of 2026. Of course, they had to use these numbers, right? So basically, what is this tweet here? What does it mean? What's going on? What's going on over here? Okay. So basically this tweet over here, despite the numbers, or maybe I'm just dyslexic, which we knew that I'm dyslexic, but basically all that it means over here is that nations and states and different government entities are the ones that are really buying Bitcoin. That's really what's happening now. Okay. That's what's happening right now. And retail needs to start buying. Why should you start buying? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but Bitcoin is a great savings account. Like, I first bought Bitcoin at $7,700. Okay. Something around that. And now Bitcoin hit $111,000. I'm sitting pretty. I'm not planning on selling my Bitcoin anytime soon. My Ethereum, I'm going to be dumping it once it starts pumping. Okay. But other than that, again, remember we talked about Germany? Germany sold Bitcoin at $54,000 and they missed out on billions and billions and billions of dollars of profits. So if you can, and I think they only own $500 worth of Bitcoin. So if you can own more Bitcoin than Germany, you're vibing over here. Now, we know yesterday that the Dogecoin and the XRP spot futures, we know that the XRP and Dogecoin spot ETFs were delayed by the SEC, unfortunately. However, SEC acknowledges Canary Capital is filing for a staked Tron ETF. That one's a biggie. That one is an absolute biggie. The reason why that one is so big is because if we get these staked ETFs approved, is essentially like dividends, and Ethereum really needs that to help it, and Solana needs that as well. I think that we're all going to get it. And shout out to the XRP Army 589. Those are important. However, even though the spot ETFs are delayed, I think they're going to get approved. Analysts are saying Q4. I think Q4, Q3, 2025. We'll see what's going to happen with that. But at the end of the day, that's when altcoin season will start, in my opinion, once we get these ETFs approved. So it was acknowledged and that is good, but it wasn't approved yet. Next, $35 billion Doge is going multi-chain with Wormhole NTT starting with Solana. That's pretty cool for Solana. I don't think that Ethereum's got anything with Dogecoin. I don't know, man. But basically, Wormhole Bridge will add Doge to Solana using native token transfers. NTT, that's what it means, and ZK proofs. It allows tokens with seamless transfers and upgradability. Doge will become a Solana native token. It will boost speed, access, utility, and Wormhole has enabled 11.5 billion plus flows to Solana, which is more than any other bridge, and Wormhole powers interoperability across 30 chains, trusted by firms like BlackRock and Google Cloud. What does that mean? This means that if BlackRock likes something, you should be paying attention. That's how that works. That's pretty cool for Dogecoin. Cool for Dogecoin. I like it. I'm here with it. Love to see it. Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay. Next story. All right. I want to give you guys an update on the Sui hack. So CETUS, I hope I'm saying it correctly, I don't know, offers $6 million white hat deal to recover stolen Ethereum after hacker activity is blocked on Sui. So big drama over here. Okay. I'm going to go and read this to you. So CETUS, which is the decentralized Sui exchange, suffered a $223 million hack via an LP vulnerability. $56 million in Ethereum was bridged from Sui. Some funds were converted to USDC and Ethereum. Remember when they said that Bitcoin was for scammers? No, it's stable coins. Anyways, the exploit was patched and 162 million in tokens were frozen. Sui validators blocked transactions from hacker-linked wallets, and critics say censoring transactions shows Sui is centralized. Now, the latest on this, as that the centralized exchange CETUS offered a hacker $6 million bounty, 24 ETH to return $56 million in Ethereum. Now, this is very common in crypto. Very, very, very common in crypto. What does all this mean? This simply means that they got hacked. There was a vulnerability. They rearranged their smart contracts, which you're not supposed to do if something is decentralized, to stop the exploit. That's what stable coins are for, not crypto projects. So people are mad about that. I'm kind of pissed too, because things should be decentralized. Like if you're promising decentralization, but you can claw back a transaction, you can halt a transaction. Like smart contracts are supposed to be like crock pots. You set that and you forget it. Well, no on and off button, baby. Just like a rolling stone, just rolling down the hill. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. But then unfortunately, that's not the case. It's not the case. Now, with that being said, in crypto, anytime there's a hack, exploityourmom.com, they want to give money to white hackers, which is fine. And I kind of love that about crypto. It's like the Wild Wild West, like cowboy-esque, like Doc Holliday-esque, Tombstone-esque, even though cowboys are naughty. I think all hackers are naughty too, but naughty in like a good way to an extent. But anyways, you guys, I got to get going. We are going to talk about the banks launching their own stablecoin and how that means we're getting a CBDC. I'm going to give my thoughts. That's going to come to you at 2 p.m. today because I got a lot to do. I got to get my nails done. My hair is a little bit of a messy over here, but I got to go. All kinds of things happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to share this and just understand. Hedera is Major Hip. Their Hedera Foundation is a channel partner. We absolutely love them. I'm dropping a review for you guys next week, and it's going to be a good review. It's going to be on the rebrand and all the things that they're doing because they do so much every month. RWA, DeFi, and AI. DeFi. And then shout out to Market Cypher, shout out to Brave. But anyways, we got to go. I will see you guys. But watch that video because Senator Loomis, remember when she didn't want to meet with Brad Garlinghouse? She's being a mess. Sending you all love and light. Wendy O is out.